Yo, people! What's going on, guys? It's me, Renzo. This is really awkward because I don't. No, there's a guy.
Baraka, yeah. I would do the whole like I'm Auto Von Doom or I'm Bionic Decide, but I'm ThatchMac and it's kind of tired. I'm done with that. So ThatchMac here, back at it again.
I'm kind of done with that.
It's a dead joke. It's a dead meme. I've done it too many times.
The dead meme introducing yourself.
Well, introducing myself as someone else.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like way too much. So I gotta come with a new introduction joke or something.
Fair enough. Welcome.
Learn like Japanese, like how to say hi, and I can just speak a different language.
It's konnichiwa.
But like an extended sentence, like "Omo, ¿cómo estás?"
You say konnichiwa, arigato masu.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo ThatchMac. Muy bueno producción de video. I don't know. That's not even right.
Production, no.
Yo. It's like that's from Pacific Rim when they started playing that song. It was terrible.
Don't remind me of that. I've never watched the movie and I don't plan to. So thank you for reminding me of that.
Yep.
I think I'm good. I'm content.
All you got to do is just look up whenever Gypsy Danger fights the black giant robot. Just look up scenes and just watch those on YouTube, and then that's pretty much that's as much as you get out of the movie. So
early day stuff good.
It's kind of weird, but he's fun to see.
Isn't he the villain?
Yeah, he spoiler alert, but yeah, he's a villain. It's kind of weird because he's like in love with like a brain, and like he comes home and he's like, and like you don't see it. It's like a reveal. He's like, "Hey, baby, I'm home in a real rough day, if you know what I mean, but I'm real happy you're here." And he's like taking off his tie or something, and he's all like, "This is gonna be great," and it's like brain, and it's weird. But
I wish you could perfectly replicate Charlie Day's voice to recreate what you just said.
Because it's great.
Hey, yo, baby, it's me, Charlie Day.
Yep, that's what it is, and he's like a villain, and it's actually probably one of the better parts of the movie. It's just so weird, but he's a good actor. So.
Oh, I love him. He's great.
So it's fun to see him.
Right. Yeah. Welcome everybody. This is the new Renzo Show, as it were.
As it will be.
Yeah, this is much more laid back, much more chill than the original Renzo Show. It's not me sitting in front of a camera for 30 minutes.
Sitting in front of a camera looking at a computer or whatever.
And it's looking awkwardly towards my brother who would be beside me, and I'm just like, oh my god, hey, what's going up with you?
Hey, Renzo.
Yeah, but now we're back, and it's more professional, I guess, podcast style.
Is it more professional, or is it less professional?
Well, it's less because
It's definitely more professional.
I mean, in terms of the fact of how I'm recording,
right,
and editing's more involved. But I mean, before I made sets, and I always had lights going on, and I was always I put little things in the background and stuff like that.
It's not a set, Renzo. It's putting things in the background.
Whatever, and I always had lights set up, and it was like a official set or whatever.
Right. You were, in fact, what's his name? Conan O'Brien. There you go.
Cam.
Yeah, Cam.
James Cameron, my favorite director.
I do not like James Cameron as a director.
We could talk about that for 25 minutes.
Good, so probably shouldn't start on that because I got a lot more I want to talk about.
Right. Anyways, so this is the brand new show. This is new Renzo. I feel like that name's going to get old after a while, but whatever. I like it because it's completely different. So it's just, hey, new Renzo show, whatever. Going to be interviewing a lot of people. Going to be talking with a lot of people. It's...
in 10 years, when it's not new at all, but it's still called the new Renzo show.
I'll make the newer Renzo show.
The newer Renzo show.
When I'm 25 and balding, I'll make the newer Renzo show.
Balding at 25.
And you'll be a successful movie star, and you'll be like, please don't talk to me.
I'll probably be less successful. I'll probably be working at
Sobeys.
Yeah.
Sobeys that's a Canadian grocery store.
I don't know what Sobeys is, but it doesn't sound good.
It's a Canadian grocery store. It's fine.
Sobeys?
Sobeys.
I work at Sobeys. That's kind of what that gives me the vibe of.
I hope you just become the guy from the first Ant-Man movie who's the head honcho of Baskin Robbins. And he's
God.
You gotta boost up your morale, Scott.
Scott.
I would love to work at a Baskin Robbins just my entire life.
I would not.
No, I wouldn't. I would. I am down with working at a grocery store, though. That's the true story. Just for right now, but hopefully I get a career maybe one day. We'll see. Anyhow, How's everyone doing? I guess I shouldn't say that. We're not on a live stream, but
On to you, Renzo.
yeah. Anyhow, this is where we're talking with you guys. We're having chats.
We're not talking with you guys because you're not. This is pre-recorded, not live.
You guys are listening to us.
Nope.
Hopefully,
don't tell them to ask questions because none of those questions are going to get answered. Right. Also, because there's just going to be a bunch of fun questions. So yeah.
That's why we're not doing this live. That's the main reason, because it would be like, how old is Gus? His mom and fought him for.
What is Steve's wife? Yeah.
Where's Steve's wife? Who's he married to?
How many babies can Steve have? Something like that.
Oh, that's an actual legitimate question. How many children can Camus dragons have?
I don't know.
Like, you haven't thought about this integral question?
Why would I care?
I know, exactly. That's the point. That's half the questions you get. They're so minuscule and not important.
Right. It's all like, where does Ghosty sleep? What?
Didn't we get a comment saying you put too much like background information in it? Somebody asked us once that we put too much, like we answered too many like questions or whatever, and we're like, yeah, because people ask a lot of unnecessary questions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall that, but
it was somebody was like, he had just watched like Renzo and fought him, and he was like, you guys explain things too much. Like you'll have a scene where Chameleon's like, it's kind of like that time I blew up the Marshmallow Man with the things.
Oh, that's the joke.
Well, yeah.
Like when Chameleon goes off, like, it was like the one time when the freaking god of all sloths came over and ate my friend. It's like that's like the joke of like what?
Yeah,
like
and
that's
also,
not relevant information at all. But that's the
because we saw him kill the Marshmallow Man, and the way to do that was to explain that they didn't die. The peeps in.
Oh, you're talking about peeps. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was picturing marshmallows with eyeballs, and I was like,
I want that to be Eggwart's brother.
But we do get a lot of questions that are like weirdly specific, so that's why we answer a lot of them because it's like.
But only if they're important. Like it's not
even. Sometimes we've answered ones that are important. But,
I mean, it's just that usually goes towards aiding like plot, or like character growth or whatever.
Right, or tying up, because I mean, obviously, when you're making a bunch of videos and you're a teenager, you're not gonna plan everything out perfectly. Right. So you got to retcon a few things. It's
nice though, because when you're working on a story that you haven't exactly planned all the way ahead, you can change a lot of it. You can.
It's nice to go with the flow.
It's very nice. Yeah, I agree. That's why I like working on Renzo, because I can change things.
Right, and Renzo worked out super well. Feels like it was kind of all planned out, but it wasn't at all.
Oh, not at all.
So it was nice the way that it worked out well. So I think Renzo's proof that can work super well.
Thank you, my guy. Obviously Thatch is here. ThatchMac.
Now you're announcing that I'm here just now.
Yeah. 8 minutes into the recording, I'm announcing that ThatchMac
isn't actually here. This was not.
This was actually Toa Kyrmin Okoto the whole time.
This was not Renzo trying to pretend to be me.
This was literally just me talking to myself for 8 minutes.
Oh, that'd be weird.
That's what LJ did. He did a whole podcast.
Yeah, that must have been interesting.
He's like, "Hello, I'm LJ. I'm LJ." That was the whole podcast. I love that.
To be fair though, I would watch Renzo show where it's just you interviewing yourself.
That would be really
just like, and it would just be like, well, it sucks because you probably make fun of yourself a lot. But it would be really, it'd be kind of fun.
It would be Love Renzo. It would be like,
oh god,
Renzo who
I just love Renzo. Bring him back.
He's coming.
What was the point of that? What was like?
I was trying to come up with a funny joke for Valentine's special, and it was not.
Just like I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, ladies, I'm Love Renzo."
Never mind. Sweet alter ego. It's like the nostalgia critic thing where he brings in another person that's a different character. I always wanted to do something like that.
So your way of bringing in another person as a different character was to bring in yourself as the same character, but with
because none of my friends want to be in my videos, so I had
to be Love Renzo. It's okay.
It was really cool. I had a buddy of mine who's been a friend since like the beginning of my school years, and he just like, hey man, I've been watching your videos a lot recently, and you're doing pretty good. I'm like, oh, thank you. That it meant a lot to me because it was really weird knowing somebody that long and then just being like, yo, I've been watching your videos. They're actually pretty good, because none of my friends like what I do. It's just like whatever. He does kid things. I'm like, all right. But I think he watched, what was it? My 2018 video, which I'm actually very proud of. It's one of my favorite videos.
I enjoyed that one.
Thank you. I know this is. I don't want to get all like, oh, you guys like my
This is Let's Stroke Renzo podcast, and
my
kind of
ego.
what Renzo is.
My
It's okay for the. I'll make a note for the rest of the podcast to just crap on Renzo as much as possible to make up for it.
That's true.
That'll be what's going to happen.
ThatchMac is here. No, I'm kidding.
ThatchMac again. ThatchMac is here.
Every 10 minutes, I'm just gonna announce that Thatch
Just
is
reminding you guys, ThatchMac is here.
He will be in the thumbnail 3 times, just in case. It will be called the ThatchMac.
In case somebody looked at it and was like, "Is that ThatchMac?" You've got 2 more to confirm.
There's a picture of you. There's a picture of Camilio. There's a picture of another Camilio and another Camilio.
My profile photo.
It's got a bottom thumbnail just to trick people.
Thumbnail, just a random thumbnail, like from like Renzo's birthday or something, and yeah. And then a picture of Okoto, but with a big X on him to show that it's not Okoto.
No, Okoto.
It's not Okoto, but it
only...
is.
I love the idea of somebody clicking on a video just to see, like, Okoto's not going to be in this video. ThatchMac.
Just so you know, to preface, Okoto will not be in this video.
I love the idea that one kid's like, good, I wouldn't watch the video if Okoto was in it. Makes me really sad.
Anybody with Okoto, I avoid.
Okoto's super underrated. Please go check him out. He makes great videos.
Awesome. Can I please talk about X-Men? Because I want to talk about X-Men so
bad. Yeah, okay. So let me just quickly run down. We're going to be talking about really chill stuff, just movies and stuff, and just whatever comes in our head. I would talk about our weeks and stuff like that. So don't expect me to talk about Bionicle G2 failed.
Unlike Bionicle G2 theory, that's just connected to G3, and G3 is a reboot of G1. The master creation
G1.
The master without is split into 2 parts, and yeah.
G1 G3 is a reboot of
so and Velika is God and Jesus, and he created the masks of power, and then the masks of,
He did not do that.
Sorry, Bionicle guys, we're not doing that today.
Let's talk about X-Men.
I really want to talk about X-Men, because holy macaroni and cheese. This X-Men, what is it called? X-Men Dark Phoenix. This is going to be a disaster, and it already is a disaster. The main problem is, so this is funny. So, like, here's a good example. I saw the first Hellboy trailer, and I watched, and I was like, that's not good. I saw the second one, and I was like, oh, that's better, right? I saw the first Captain Marvel trailer, not good. Second one, that's better. So the first X-Men Dark Phoenix, I keep wanting to say X-Men Apocalypse. Dark Phoenix trailer, I said, that's not good. I saw the second one, that's even worse. That was my reaction. Holy macaroni. So aside from that, the trailer's just terrible. Like, honestly, and all the acting is like, please don't do this because I love you for so long. And that's like the acting in the video, right? And it's so funny. My favorite scene is the only person giving a crap is James McAvoy, right? So there's a scene where you got Cyclops and he's like, I love her. And James McAvoy is all like serious and really like trying to act. And he's like, she is my friend. And it's just so funny. And it's like, anyway, but here, so it basically spoils that Mystique's gonna die, right? But even I was like, it's probably like 70% chance, right? I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. It's pretty obvious, but it's not like confirmed, right? The director did an interview where he did confirm that Mystique's gonna die. He just confirmed she's gonna die in the movie. So, okay, I didn't know we were doing that in movies now. That's pretty crazy. That's literally like shooting yourself in the foot. That's the exact meaning of that. Because a person interviewed him was like, so what about Mystique's death? You pretty much told you she was going to die in the trailer. And he's like, yeah, well, we wanted to kill off a character and do this. And so she was the best choice. And it's like, whoa, okay. All right. So.
I mean, do I disagree with that? No.
No, he literally like says she dies. Like.
No, I mean, like, do I disagree with that she was the best character to die?
No, she was the best character to die. She was.
That's what I'm saying.
But apparently they're gonna kill off more X-Men.
Kill them all, please.
Yeah. So the big theory is that Marvel, because of this deal with Disney, right? Disney buying Fox, Marvel came to them and was like, "Look, this is the last one. You got to end this, right?" So so what I kind of want to happen, it won't happen. What I kind of want to happen is for like Phoenix to just kill everyone and just blow up the earth, and then it ends, and that's the end of the X-Men movies, right? Because who cares? It's going to get rebooted. I think if that happened, I would have a much better time watching this movie.
It is true.
Just what the heck? What? Screw it. Just blow up the whole universe.
It's a shame. It's such a franchise that has been like through
It's such a franchise that has made 12 movies and had 4 good ones, isn't it? I'm sorry, X-Men fans are gonna get mad. There are really good X-Men movies, and it actually could have been a really good franchise.
How did that happen? Okay, they went from like, didn't they get like really good towards the end, and then they just dropped the?
It's always been pretty hit or miss, I think. So the first one is okay. It's not great. It's really cheesy early 2000s, right?
Can I just quickly say, I have seen Logan, which I don't even know counts. I've seen Logan, and then I think that's pretty much it. So I have like no.
Right. I think you saw Deadpool, but that does not count.
No, I saw Deadpool 1 and 2, but those don't count.
Yeah, they kind of. Yeah.
I want to watch Days of Future Past. Like
that one is the best one, aside from.
That's what I hear.
It looks good. But what happened is the first one, which was kind of like, okay, I guess you can put a superhero to screen and it won't look stupid, but it necessarily doesn't look good. And they made X2, which people really like X2. I don't like it as much as everyone else does. It's still pretty ridiculous and cheesy and kind of dumb. There's like a scene where Wolverine fights a girl Wolverine, and it's I don't know. It's just it's not. I didn't like it as much as everyone else did. I thought it was all right. That was pretty good, but nothing like amazing, you know. Then X3 is terrible, just awful. And that wasn't good. And then obviously X-Men Origins Wolverine wasn't good. They're gonna do an X-Men Origins Magneto. So wasn't he like in a Nazi camp? So was it just gonna be like him in a Nazi camp the whole time? I don't know. So and then they did X-Men First Class, which was pretty good. That one was decent. That one I liked that one a lot. And then they did the Wolverine, which wasn't very good.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was that recent. Okay.
It was like 2013 or something. And because they did X-Men Origins Wolverine and then the Wolverine.
Okay.
And then they did X-Men Days of Future Past, which was the best one and like one of the best ones before Logan. Like that one was actually a really good movie with really well directed and well acted, and the action scenes are good, and it's a good time travel movie. It's really good. And then they did Deadpool, but it doesn't count. And then they did X-Men Apocalypse, which was terrible, just bad, just straight up bad. I think I saw that one with Shots, and he didn't like it at all. I drank shots to Batman vs Superman too. That was funny. We made fun of that.
I shots to Slender Man.
I did. That was a good time.
You guys see a lot of bad movies together.
We do.
I watch bad movies with my friends all the time. It's so fun.
Right. Like I want, if Sonic, we need a Sonic trailer right now. And if he still looks terrible in that trailer, then I will want to.
I really hope he just looks really masculine and scary.
I just want him to look horrifying. At this point, I just want to look as terrible as he possibly can.
I would love it if they just revealed it was a horror movie just in the trailer. It's just like
I would be so excited. I would honestly my excitement levels would shoot up in the sky.
It was key.
Anyway, so now they're doing this one. This one doesn't look good either, and it looks like So anyway, there's no faith in it to the point where the director is spoiling the movie before it comes out. So I don't think they want us to see this movie.
Right.
And oh man, Mystique's makeup, it's totally like, what's her face? Jennifer Lawrence was like, you got 30 minutes. I'm not sitting in this makeup booth for longer than 30 minutes.
It looks really bad.
She looks like she looks like, she looks like a CW The Flash villain or something.
She does.
Which we're gonna get mad. CW The Flash was good for season 1. I saw that one. That one was really good. I don't think it's good now. Don't freak out at me. Don't at me.
Don't at me.
So yeah.
6 million comments after this saying, "How dare you!"
You know what's really funny too? I saw comments on the Dark Phoenix trailer that were like, "Still gonna be better than Captain Marvel," and I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's not. You know it's not. Don't say it. You know, don't lie to yourself."
Captain Marvel either looks really good or really bad, and I just think it looks okay. Like I don't think it looks.
Well, here's the thing about Captain Marvel is like, there's a bunch of weirdos freaking out and getting mad about it. There's also a bunch of
weird controversy behind it right now.
Like, and it's bad. I'm like, Brie Larson will say something dumb in an interview, and then everyone will freak out about it. You should not be fake review bombing a movie like they did on it. They changed the Rotten Tomatoes algorithm. They changed the way Rotten Tomatoes works because of what happened to Captain Marvel. There's no more. I don't believe there's a wanting to see viewer score anymore because of
audience score. Did they get rid of that?
I think they got rid of it. Yeah, because of Captain Marvel.
That's actually kind of good. I like that. Because it was kind of like, we like Venom was like a high audience score, and then the actual critic score was like 30 or something.
So, Whatever. But and then the movie gets pre-press saw it, and people are saying it's really good. And the trailers weren't awful, but they weren't very good either. They just
First one was pretty bland.
First was bland.
I'd say when they started getting more like extravagant, like the music and stuff, that's where it gets better.
Right, it gets better, but it's still nothing like, ooh, there's nothing.
It's nothing crazy.
But it's going to be better than X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Probably. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Right, it's Marvel, too. Like, again, even the fact that Marvel Studios is making it, you know, just like, at this point, it's like, yeah, it's Marvel Studios. It's, in the very least, it's going to be pretty good.
It's not going to be a bad movie. If anything, it's just going to be an average movie. That's the worst you can expect.
And Dark Phoenix had horrible trailers, and that was going to be bad.
I saw the first trailer, and everyone was like flipping out about it, and I was just like, all right, it doesn't look very good.
No, again, I think the second trailer is so much worse because it just, the more I saw, they're like in a train, train's like floating, and there's like Magneto's like shooting guns, but like it's so dumb. It's just the stupidest thing ever. So Magneto is standing there with like two guns that he's hovering on his side, right, shooting. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't he just pick up the guns and shoot them? Like it has to be more accurate with your arm than to use your weird.
It's to make people go like, oh, he's lifting the guns and shooting him. Oh my god!
But again, it would be so much more convenient if you just picked them up and shot them.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, the guns are like metal bullets, right? Why doesn't he just Magneto the bullets at people? I don't know.
You're saying too much logic.
I know.
The simple answer is that the director's like, oh, the fans are going to go crazy.
I want Magneto to have guns.
It's like also,
you know what's funny about Magneto is that in every movie, it's like he settles down and he goes at a farm and he has a wife and kids and they die and then he's bad. And he settles down and he's on a farm and they die and he's bad. And this looks like the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
So... Also, why doesn't the guy just go, screw it, I'm just not going to try and do that anymore, because every time I do, it's a fail. He literally had kids in... Because I'm pretty sure they're hinting that Quicksilver's his kid.
It is. I think they confirmed that.
So he settled down, and that didn't work out. And then he had a kid in Apocalypse that died, and his wife died.
Oh, God.
And now it's going to happen again, and this one he's, like, I don't know, just... Stop.
They keep bringing him back because he's like the fan favorite. So,
right.
And that's worse than anything because when you end a character arc and then bring him back really forcefully, it's really weird.
I also have a problem where whenever I see, my favorite thing is in Apocalypse, they give an origin story to Professor X's baldness. So that's something that I needed to be explained. Why is he bald? And it was explained to me in X-Men Apocalypse. Thank you for finally answering my question.
Was it super weird and contrived?
He used his mind too hard and all his hair fell out.
Just let him go bald. Why does he have to?
I don't know.
I'm sure that's a comic origin or something.
It's not. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure he's just bald in the comics.
Oh, Lord.
I'm pretty sure it was just he's bald. That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it when they try to overly explain things that are super simple.
Han, you're Solo, so you're Han Solo. It's so dumb. I really want them to have like now I want there to be a movie and I want them to do like a movie where in Captain Marvel, right? Someone's like, "Hey Nick, you're pretty furious, right?" And he's like, "I'm Nick Fury, right?"
Nick Fury.
And there's like a Jar Jar Binks origin story, and it's like, man, that guy always talks a lot. He's a Jar Jar mouth, and he doesn't blink. So we'll call him Jar Jar Binks.
Or Obi-Wan called himself Uncle Ben. Did they give an origin story for that?
Because he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. So he's called him Old Ben, like Ben Kenobi.
Oh.
I think Obi-Wan, he just changed it to Ben. I don't know.
He went to
go into hiding and be like a weirdo who hides in the desert.
I swear, when I turn 50, I'm gonna legally change my name and just go out into a desert for no reason. And people will find me.
He's got to protect Luke Skywalker.
People will find me eventually.
I love that he was waiting in the desert for like 30 years for the one moment for when Luke got attacked by sand people. And then he helps them out.
Right? He screamed at them.
And I get it, like in the comic books, he helps them, but I don't care about the comic books. And again, I'm pretty sure it's just he got attacked by sand people, so he helps them out.
I love the idea that he was just specifically waiting for that one event to happen.
Why doesn't he just kill all the sand people? I don't know.
I love the idea that just Obi-Wan is just
Well, because
waiting.
he doesn't do anything for 30
Right.
years until the Sand
Right.
People attack Luke.
I mean, he kills Darth Maul and that's it.
Oh, right, Darth Maul shows up. That's right, I forgot about that. But again, he's just sitting there, and Darth Maul's like, hey. He's like, all right.
Darth Maul's like, screw you. And he's like, no, you. And then he kills him.
No, it's not. He's like, I am Obi-Wan and her. And Darth Maul's like, I am Darth Maul. And then he kills him. So, you know.
What Darth Maul sounds like.
That's what he sounds like in the show. He's actually got a good voice actor. He's a good voice actor. But he's very much so like, I am Darth Maul. So, but he's good.
It's Sam Witwer or whatever.
Sam Jackson.
Sam Wiki. From the Transformers movie.
I like that he's Sam Wiccan from the Wiccan legendary line that extends back to King Arthur or whatever.
You were talking about that. Oh, that's so funny. Last Night is a really bad movie. Like, really bad.
I can't even... all I know is that you're the last of the Wiccan kind, and they're ancient samurai, not samurais, they're knights. And I remember that. And Bumblebee was like a Nazi or something.
He was not a Nazi. He was fighting the Nazis.
Okay. Bumblebee is a Nazi.
That would be a much better Bumblebee movie.
Okay. Apparently
Bumblebee's
good. Apparently Bumblebee is good, and I want to see it. So
I want to see it too.
Right.
Again, I haven't seen it, so whenever I throw shade at it or whatever, I'm not insulting it because I haven't seen it. But
right, I'm sure it's really good.
I'm hyped a bit.
Shout out to Storm Seraph because he just uploaded his entry and I want to look at it, but I can't because I'm talking to this goober.
We gotta record a podcast. You can take a look at it at the break.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at it at the break. But yeah, X-Men looks bad. You want to know what looks really good?
What?
And what's been looking better and better? Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, I like the second trailer.
Yeah, I like both of them, and I saw the second one. I thought it was better, and I was like, holy crap! Why the heck is Detective Pikachu really? I should not be this excited for Detective Pikachu. It makes no sense, but it looks surprisingly good. I
legitimately really like the look of the CGI. It looks really good.
For the most part, but I even like they knew that a lot of them were going to be horrifying, so I love like that.
They roll with that.
I don't know what the monkey one is called, but they're embracing how horrifying he looks.
Yeah, he's fine.
Right. I like that. I like what they did with Mewtwo. Some people are like, he's too skin-like, but he's supposed to be a weird clone. He's like a clone, weird genetic.
Yeah, no, Mewtwo is weird. I'm fine with them making him.
I thought he should always look like a bit of a freak because he's supposed to, and like
that's the point. Yeah, he's not.
He's like a weird umbilical cord coming out of his stomach or something.
He's not supposed to be like a weird. Like he's not supposed to look like a handsome man.
Someone was like, I thought he was furry. Mewtwo never looked furry.
No,
he was never weirdo. So I like that. And it looks fun. I think it's gonna be a really fun time, hopefully. And it probably will be the best video game.
Yeah, sorry.
Probably be the best video game movie. So that's cool.
Let's hope. Yeah, very good. So let's hope this is the one.
This one looks like it has some level personality and story.
I think it's because this one is like taking such a different direction. Like it's clearly not.
That's what I like. I get excited for movies that look way different from movies I've seen before. And this looks like
the game looks like the game is genuinely.
That's why. I remember it was so sad because they did this and they did the direct right after, and I saw this and I was like, man, this movie is so different. Pikachu says hell, and it's so different for Pokemon. Really breaking boundaries. I cannot wait for what they're doing for the next game. They're doing the exact same thing they did before.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a bit?
I'm really disappointed by that.
Yeah, so you watched the direct, right?
Yeah, the 7-minute direct.
It was early in the morning, so I didn't get to watch it, but I watched it later. It was really just not interesting. I'm not a Pokemon guy in general.
I want to be a Pokemon guy, but I've never been able to be one. I was so ready to get on board with this. But it's like, see the thing, and I know everyone's going to say, Thatch, you shouldn't have been expecting anything different. They've been the same forever. Yeah, but the difference with this is a Switch. Switch is known for having franchises break norms and do weird things.
Absolutely.
Like it's known like for breaking, like, oh my God, Link can jump now, and Mario's next to realistic humans. This is crazy. Smash Brothers has every Smash character, you know? Types of things that if you said, I think the next game's going to do this, everyone would be like, probably not, right? So I was like, in this era of the Switch breaking stuff, and I was like, I can't wait for what they do with Pokemon, and it's the exact same thing. They're just maybe the camera is a 3D movable camera, maybe. And the don't look great, and Pokemon should have really good graphics. They brought back random encounters, which come on, that was the one thing everyone liked from Let's Go, was that you could see the Pokemon. So I was really I'm sure it'll be a fine game, but man, I was really hoping for them to finally do something really out there and different, like they did with Zelda and Mario and stuff. But I guess Pokemon is. I guess the Pokemon company is not Nintendo, so they've got different rules and they don't do things the same way. So that was pretty disappointing. I was disappointing, but whatever. I'll keep waiting for that big Pokemon game that really gets me excited, because it's gonna happen one day, just not this day.
You know what looks really fun?
What?
Have you heard of what is it? Pokken Tournament?
Yes.
Okay, that game is really fun.
It looks like fun. It just looks like a fun beat 'em up game.
That's what I see. I don't actually really like the Pokemon like formula. I don't like battle.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like
turn-based combat.
Yeah, I don't like turn-based combat at all. I really don't like it.
The only time I liked it was in the Mario and Luigi games. That is the only time, and that's because it's really like flashy and exciting.
Right. Pokemon is like, yeah. No, really,
I would never want to play the original game on Game Boy. It looks really
that's nothing. People were really hoping that a pretty risky move, but to put in real-time combat in Pokemon, that would have definitely gotten me like, whoa.
It would be more interesting than what they're doing.
Right, but people would freak out about that. But I would totally be up for that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
People should learn that taking risks is a good thing.
Right, and every time Nintendo's done it, it's paid off. Like
Breath of the Wild,
because I'm sure there's been a time when it didn't pay off, but for the most part, it's been paying off really well for them.
Breath of the Wild is like considered one of the best video games of all time. So
right. I mean, and it totally changed. It does not feel like the other Zelda games at all.
Right. And Mario Odyssey was fantastic.
Mario Odyssey is great. It's really clever. That's what I liked about Mario Odyssey, is it brought back the cleverness of like Mario, like the old
was.
And I like that.
It felt so not saturated. It felt so nice and like.
Yeah, and it was always refreshing. I love all the little dudes you can talk to. It was really cool.
It was like they finally realized that Mario should be special and not just like, oh, here's another game. Like,
right.
So that's why they're treating it like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend.
I'm happy there isn't another New Super Mario Brothers Switch. Like, don't.
I mean, there is. I mean,
well, they ported over the last.
Yeah, that is good.
But if we were in any other generation, there would have been one out by now for the Switch.
Absolutely.
So thank goodness they haven't done that.
I can't blame them for porting it over, because it is one of their most...
I think they should have ported over. I think that was a brilliant business move, because, of course, bring over all the games that nobody who bought the Wii U can buy now, you know?
Breath of the Wild decision was very, very smart. I'm glad they did that.
Right. I think it's great. I think the ports are a really good idea, because, like I said, not very many people bought the Wii U. So a lot of people who get the Switch, like me, who didn't get the Wii U, never got a chance to play Wonderful 101 or to play...
I really want to play that game.
Or never got to play they didn't port or splits. I don't know. They're kind of bringing over all the games from the Wii U that nobody played now onto the Switch. That people, because a ton more people have the Switch and the Wii U, and so now those old games are getting a ton of mileage out of them. Because it's funny to think that the poor sales of the Wii U are now helping Nintendo with the Switch.
Yeah.
I
would say I think. Sorry.
This year's been a bit of a sleeper for the Switch, though. It's been kind of.
I mean, the Switch, honestly, they need more exciting games. They need to keep.
Well, they just did so great last year and the year before.
2017 was.
But I will say it's looking up pretty good. Like, you've got the new Zelda remake coming out.
Right.
And you've got they are porting over a lot of big games. They've got. Isn't Mario Maker?
Mario Maker 2, Animal Crossing, we got Pokemon, which everyone was really excited for.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty big year. And you got the Smash DLC, which I'm sure sells as well as a Switch, as well as a Wii U game did. I'm sure the Smash DLC sells as good as those do.
I'm very excited. Next month, that's when he's coming out. That's gonna be really interesting.
What's his name?
Joker,
yeah. We'll see. I want to see his gameplay, but whatever.
They haven't shown any gameplay yet, which is
maybe in the next direct.
Yeah, let's hope.
I hope they announce another DLC person too, but they probably won't. We'll see. Yeah. So, but I think Mario Maker. I think we cannot underestimate how powerful of a fandom and how strong and popular that game is, because that game is huge. Like. Rivaling Splatoon. Like, that game is like massive. Like, do you know how many people just will put Mario Maker footage in the background of their videos, or will just make Mario Maker videos, right? It was a massive success. So I think that is something that cannot be taken lightly. That
one of the only reason why people bought Wii U's.
Right, and it's got a huge following behind it. Whenever you have that interaction, people making levels, and then people, and then other people can play them, and yeah, I'm curious to see how it does without Miiverse though. We'll see how that works out, because Miiverse was very like a community that people could like get involved with and everything like that. But yeah. I'm sure it'll do fine. We'll see. I do like that they show where everyone.
Sure.
What?
The game's gonna sell.
Oh yeah. I'm just talking about the community involvement. We'll see. The Switch really needs a Miiverse or something. Yeah, to just.
The Switch is very slow with getting things out. They need to work on several different things. They just now we're finally yep, you can monetize gameplay videos finally.
Right.
Which was a big decision. Obviously, people want to record their Switch gameplay, but we're getting demonetized for it. So.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break here, guys, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. See you guys then.
Adios.
We're back, everyone, from the break.
Back in black.
With the break. How you guys doing?
It's been 3 seconds for them, so I'm sure they're just fine.
No, I'm going to put in a 15-minute intermission. Just music playing.
Just in case.
Yeah, really loud, obnoxious jazz music.
By the Renzo song that Shots made.
I can't. You need to pay him royalties.
No, you don't.
You're right. He did make it for free. I even offered to pay him. He was very nice about it. So, Shots McCoy is amazing. Please go listen to his music. He puts a lot of work into it. He's actually legitimately good. And also, as we're recording this, they recently put out a new music video that Thatch made, and it was really, really well edited. So please go check it out.
They're gonna find some weird videos on there. Oh man, let me just let you know that Shots' videos are super mature, and there's a lot of swears in a lot of them. So.
Are there? I knew he had a couple songs where he swore. I didn't know it was a ton
his videos and his titles, super bad swearing words in there. So
Nazi rap.
But he swears in some of the titles of his videos are very mature.
He does have the mac and cheese, not mac and cheese. The grilled cheese rap is explicit. So
right, there's a lot of explicit language. Anyway,
kids, just beware.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes good stuff, so I'd say go check him out. But if your mama and dada don't allow that, then go home.
Wow, you're bullying kiddos.
How's your week, Thatch?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Want to tell everyone what you did this week?
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know if I can get into that.
I
don't know about that.
You sound like just hard. So I'm trying to think back. I don't know what happened on Monday. I don't remember.
Just the best parts of your week. You don't have to give me a whole rundown of your week.
Well, last weekend I saw Leah Battle Angel.
Right.
I thought it was okay, but I thought it was a good cinematic experience, so that put me in a good mood. I got some cool ideas. I went to school. School wasn't super hard. It's pretty chill and laid back.
Good.
Then the Detective Pikachu trailer came out, and that was dope. And then the Detective Pokemon Direct came out, and that wasn't dope. But school was still pretty nice. There's no one at school for half the time because of sports games and stuff like that. And then Thursday was rough because I had to stay at school from 8 o'clock until 8:45 at night.
Right.
So that really blew. But we did an ACT pre-test, which I did pretty well on. So that was pretty good. Then Friday, just kind of chilled out. Today was pretty nice. I mean, it was all right. I just kind of snowblowed and stuff. But overall, it's been a pretty good week.
That's good.
Yep.
Now, when you sent me the ACT, I thought you said you were in an act class, and I was like, oh my god, you're acting?
No, Renzo. No.
I don't know. We don't have ACTs over here.
We do.
No, we don't. We call them PATs or whatever.
Hats?
Yeah, we call them something else. I know we don't have ACTs. We call them something else.
Geodes.
We have SATs. That's what we have. Not PAT. What's PAT? I don't remember.
There's
whatever.
PSAT.
We have geodes.
You have many geodes.
We have the geode.
Geode comes to your house and he quizzes you, and if you do bad, he calls you an
That's
idiot.
terrifying. Just imagine a giant, like, trash can sized robot.
Just comes in and he's like, "Hey, it's time for your test."
A Danny DeVito sized robot knocks on your door and drags you out with his metal claw.
How many Danny DeVitos tall is Ouroboros?
I can't talk about that on the channel. No, I can't. He's like 10. That's not true. He's
10 Danny DeVitos tall.
No, he's like 3.
I'd say he's about 3 and a third.
Renzo, in perspective, is like 6 feet tall.
I think he's about 3 and a third Danny DeVito's tall.
Renzo is like 6 feet tall, pretty much.
So Renzo's about a DeVito and a half.
No. Danny DeVito's 4 feet tall.
So he's a DeVito and a third.
Whatever. You're getting into fractions that I don't care about.
1/4 of a DeVito.
It's big. I mean, Renzo. I've been a little. How tall is Camilo again?
I think he's a little taller now, so like 5'8".
5'8"? Okay, Renzo is 6 feet. Okay. Because I kept thinking if Camilo was like 5'3", then Renzo would be like 5'8".
Right.
But probably not though, because they're pretty close. But Renzo is 6 feet tall, so because he's got mass.
He's just fat.
He is fat. He's not even that fat. He's just
Renzo like takes out his armor and just a gut comes out.
His gut falls out. It's like the cartoons where he pushes his chest down and then it just stomach goes.
Yeah, that's what Renzo is.
I mean, he is big. He's got like he does have eating problems too, so that would make sense.
That'd be funny.
But no, Ouroboros is like 9 feet.
No,
tall.
I think Renzo has got good genes and he's probably like muscular.
It comes from his dad, and also he was very like he always worked out when he was a kid, even if he didn't know what he was doing. He would like run really fast for no reason.
Right. He probably worked out a bunch.
He's so good at running now.
He worked out a bunch because he wanted to be a cool guy.
Yeah, he wanted to be Korgot. You're right.
Wanted to be Korgot.
Who was the most muscular bionicle woman?
And he wanted to have a gun in his chest.
She surgically implanted a gun in her chest.
Probably.
That's what she did. You never see her without the gun, so.
Right. But
it's not like a tool you just take off.
She could have been born with it or something.
Imagine Americans 25 years from now are just born with guns in their chest.
She's just like her mom gets killed because she's born shooting her gun off. Like,
what would happen?
I want to know what is going on with Korgot. I want to know that. Okay.
Who cares? It's canceled.
I want to know. I need to ask Ryder Windham.
Right. That's right. Oh man, Ryder. He was a good writer.
He writes and he's a ride.
He's a writer and he writes her.
He writes a lot of Star Wars books.
I mean, listen, the first book wasn't that good. Like the first half was pretty good, and then the last half was just all right. Just watch the animations and then catch up with the rest of it.
The first half was whatever.
It's fine.
And the second book was pretty good. The second book was right. It was decent, and the third book was good.
It's because the third book had original story, so they could do more with it, which I liked. The first and the first and the second had to rely so much on the 2015 story, which was so overdone by that point.
I was thinking something crazy how many people just haven't read those books.
It is crazy because it like explains what happens to Lost and stuff, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, people are just like the story sucks, and it's like, well, yeah, but have you read the books?
They're pretty decent. I mean, yeah, I'd say they're good.
Still not very good, but I feel like before you can say that, you should probably at least try to read the extended media. You know,
it's better than what we got like show wise.
Oh yeah,
way better. The third book is legitimately like pretty dang good. I remember. Yeah. It's not like amazing or anything, but it was like a very entertaining kids book. So yeah. I just remember like reading it. I was like, this feels like what we should have been getting. You know, we got like Toa off in a giant bird attacks.
Like Strong Arms Colta or something. She like fights a dude or something.
Right, she fights Axato. I almost said Azato.
Yeah, don't start that again.
I could talk about that so long.
I couldn't. I would probably shoot myself.
I love that. Thatch, you're supposed to ask me something.
So Renzo.
Yes.
There was this concert you went to.
I thought you were going to ask me how my week was, but all right.
Oh, oopsies.
Oops.
Wow, I'm trying to tie it into what you want to talk about, but you're yelling at me, so, jeez, gosh.
That's not tying in. It's just saying, hey, I heard that you went into
Hey,
that.
you know me to ask you something. I try to ask you what you want to talk about. Okay, Renzo?
Okay.
So, fight me.
Not forced transitions aside.
It doesn't work.
Week was fine. I had a decent week. I've been really tired lately. I need more sleep. Like, it's getting dangerous for me because I don't even stay up that late. It's that I wake up in the I wake up in the morning.
P. Diddy.
Oh my god! Can I just say you're not the first person who said that joke to me this week?
We're gonna hit this city.
I went to school and I was like, I woke up this morning and then he said, well, feeling like P. Diddy, and I wanted to die. It's the easiest joke and I hate it so much.
I've never made that joke once in my entire life.
No, the fact that I've heard it twice.
And the one time I did just so happens to be when someone else did it. That's funny.
It's twice this week I've heard it. But I've been super tired lately, so I need
What's
to sleep
this
more.
week hath I been told?
Hath I been spoken upon? Yes.
Yes.
I'm getting into like Beck voice. I apologize.
Yes.
Yes. This is my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. Yes.
Yes. I love his sad yes.
Yeah.
How was your so what's the part of your week going to talk about? Okay, just get into it.
I want to talk about the day when I woke up and ate some cereal. I went to a concert yesterday, which was Friday, which was March 1st, right? I believe. Yeah.
Everyone cares, Renzo. Thank you for clarifying, because I guarantee you everyone was like, specifically, was it Friday and was it?
Because I need to state what day was yesterday. I want to let people know.
Well, freak you, okay?
Wow, you're off my show. Get out of here.
Yeah, you know what? Did you want to be in your lousy show
anymore? You're out of here.
Yeah. I friggin'.
Anyways, so I went to a concert and it was a tribute band to my favorite band of all time, Pink Floyd, because the band is not together anymore. Thatch hates.
Sorry, no, I don't. I really like Pink Floyd. I just wanted to get the impression.
Filthy. Lower class music. Have you heard Marilyn Manson?
Get out of here. Why are you going into freaking Grunkle Stan voice right now?
Grunkle Stan voice. You like Tentatonics.
That should be Sanzo's voice.
Hey, kid, you gotta do the work. I would love to do that. I'm worried it wouldn't work for serious moments, though. I'm worried it would just be like...
That'd be a good Renzo's grandpa voice.
I love you, boy.
I love you.
My son.
He just yells, oh, you're my son.
Like when he's drunk. Like if he's like, I'm drunk. Ooh.
Like, levels that you are my son is unbelievable.
I love you so much, my child. I'm sorry that I left you.
It sounds so wrong.
It's an emotional moment, but he's screaming really loud.
Really mad.
Jero, my best friend, I have not seen you since the war. These aren't actual lines from Renzo season 2, by the way.
They are. I've read the script.
Every script.
They're not even written.
Anyways, so I saw this concert, and it was a nice, chill concert. It wasn't like a giant stadium or anything. It was just a little like room. It was really, really good. I was not expecting it to be that good. I was like ready to just like, oh, that sounds nothing like the original song. But they got singers that sound almost.
That guy. I mean.
Huh?
You are that guy.
I am that guy. I'm overly critical of things that I shouldn't be. Yeah, but I listened. It was really, really enjoyable. They got people that sound exactly like the lead singers, and that was really like genuinely like, wow, these people actually care a lot, which was really nice. They had to end. It's really weird because when you're doing a live song, you can't like, you know how some songs fade out at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that at a live concert, so they have to make like a new version where it like goes longer. So have you heard "Comfortably Numb"?
Nope.
Okay. That's
I can say I actually do like Pink Floyd. Actually, this is a good time to bring this up actually because I found a Pink Floyd song that I really like that nobody talks about like a few days ago. I want you to finish your story or whatever.
Oh, I want to hear now.
Uh-huh.
Because I've probably heard of it because I love their weirder, like more like obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Just tell me after, but
okay.
Yeah, no, but it was really genuine. They were like really nice people too. We didn't get to talk to them, but they were very like generous towards the fans. They were like, oh, mate, they were taking pictures with everyone. It was really nice.
Oh.
And it's cool because the actual band, they're not nice people to each other. They hate each other, which is why they split up. One guy was a control freak, and he was just like, I'm gonna do everything on my own, and he left. And now, I used to consider him a role model, but I've recently learned that he is not that good of a person. So I don't anymore. But he makes good music, so you can respect person's music, but you don't have to respect the person.
Right.
Just like I guess a director too, in some way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really genuinely cool, and it was way longer than I thought. It was like 7:30 to 10:30, which was way later than we were expecting.
Who'd you go with?
I went with my mom and my grandma.
Aww.
So we went together, and I should say we were getting out of that's what I wanted to talk about. We were getting out of the parking lot, and there were so many cars with doors rolled open and smoke flying out, and everyone was like, yep, they're getting high.
Everyone was smoking weed.
Everybody was getting high because
everyone was getting high at the Pink Floyd concert.
The band was Pigs, and they're a great cover band. I want to go see them again. They were really, and it was a really like, it's obviously not a giant like stadium, right? They still had like lights, and that was really fun. And they like it was all timed up perfectly. So when they were like, the girl backup singer was really good. She had a whole like solo because one of the songs is just like a girl like operating. I don't know what it is called, but the whole song is just her going like yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was really good, and she was an amazing singer, and they gave her a standing ovation because she was so good.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Oh.
Did we say the same thing at the same time?
We did. We said ovation at the same time.
I didn't hear you say it. It was really good. It was really enjoyable. I really wish the band was together so I could hear the actual band play, but it was a nice like replacement, so I was down with what they played. And also that song Comfortably Numb is considered like the most like that's the most popular Pink Floyd song.
Right.
And I was like, they're not gonna leave the concert without playing it. And it was the last song.
That's nice.
So everyone was like screaming. Everyone was like, "Yeah!" It's like, this is what I've been waiting for.
That's good. Uncle Stan comes back. He was in the audience, dude. He was having a blast.
Uncle Stan was
yeah.
He said, "Yeah, here it is.
I love Pink." I can't do the voice now. Dang it, it's gone.
I
love Pink Floyd.
I love Pink Floyd. My favorite band. I've never seen the show, so I can't really do a good impression of him.
Yeah.
But no, that's not true. I watched the episode with the Street Fighter reference. That's the only one I've seen. That
was a good episode.
I hear that's a fan favorite, so that's good. No, but it was really fun, and they also started off the concert with my favorite song of all time. So that was really, really cool.
Oh, that's a good way to start.
Song I Sent You. That must have been your first Pink Floyd song. Love that song, and they started off with that, and I was like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was super happy. I was like, oh, that's I was critical, and I was like, all right, well, this is the one way to like win me over. Just start with my favorite song of all time.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, it was really fun.
Right.
Nobody cares about that story though.
Well, I want to tell you what my favorite Pink Floyd song is. I haven't heard all of them, but the ones I've heard so far, I did listen to Comfortably Numb. I thought it was pretty good. But my favorite is one that nobody talks about. But it's Let There Be More Light. I love that one.
That is an obscure one. I don't think I've heard it.
Yeah, wow, it's great. It's more my kind of thing than a lot of the songs, but I do like Time. I think Time's pretty good.
I was gonna say Time is
But I like this one a lot more than that. I think this one was really great.
What was it called? Let There Be Light?
Let There Be More Light.
Okay.
From a saucer full. Saucer Full of Secrets.
Oh, no, Piper's is their first album, but this is old. Yeah, this is really old.
Right, it's good. And I like it. And I got a fun story about how I heard about it. That I follow the Doctor Strange director on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And he posted a photo of Doctor Strange, and he put a quote from his song, and it's like something about psychic emanations and toes glowing, and I was like, what song is that? That sounds kind of fun and interesting. So I googled the lyrics, and I found it, and I listened to it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So I really liked this song. This one was cool. There are definitely songs I could fall asleep to, like not in a bad way, but more in a nice, like I could just
very relaxing, very Some of them get pretty chaotic, but you got there are a lot of slow songs. Like "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" is a super slow paced song.
Yeah,
which is my favorite song of all time.
Shine On You what?
Crazy Diamond.
Right. I think yeah, you sent that one.
Yeah, I sent that one to you. I was like, hey, listen to that.
Well, listen to that. That's pretty good. But yeah,
I like long songs. I know you don't.
No, I do like long songs. I really like long songs.
Okay.
One of my favorite songs is American Pie. So
that is an 8-minute song. So there you go.
I love that song. I also love a lot of the soundtrack for 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that has got some very long songs in it.
They were playing clips from that movie in the concert. That was really weird. I've never seen the movie either, so I was just sitting there
when I was younger, but I want to give it another shot.
I know you recently said that was not good.
But I'm starting to open up my mind. I'm gonna give it another shot. But again, because I watched it when I was young, so we'll see.
Right. It's not good when you watch a movie like that when you're young, because you're like, you're stupid.
It was more like there's no explanation, anything. There's not even a story, so I got really frustrated when I was a kid. But I think I'm able to earn a lot more respect for it for the technical aspects of it.
You were a much smarter kid than I was. I would have just been like, "There's no Disney. I hate this."
There's no Disney.
I only watched animated movies when I was a kid.
Weird.
A lot of bad ones too, really bad ones.
Oh, I watched some bad ones.
Oh, most of the ones I watched, because you got to keep in mind I was raised on terrible VHS movies that were really low budget and terrible. So I grew up watching stuff like The Tangerine Bear, Home for Christmas, or whatever. Just really bad, low budget.
I grew up watching a lot of what happened with me is I went to Blockbuster a lot, so they'd always have
me too
out there. But I also would watch a lot of VHSs from I doubt if I doubt a lot of kids nowadays even know what VHSs are.
We're speaking magic words.
Did you hear that they're going to stop making Blu-ray players?
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Why would they do that?
Because people are doing digital. That really bothered me because I still buy movies on physical all the time. So that bothers me a lot. I've got a trusty Blu-ray player, but it's nothing crazy.
I never had a Blu-ray player until now. I got a PS4, so I have a Bluray player now. But
that's why too, because they've got consoles. People just use the consoles. They don't really use just a Blu-ray player anymore. I bet that's part of it, but also obviously the streaming, which I'm not a huge fan of streaming. I much prefer physical to streaming.
I agree.
I know I'm a dying breed, so.
I know it's sad. Is it more convenient to watch things digitally? Yes. It's a lot more convenient just going on your phone.
It is a lot easier to just, I'm going to watch this movie and then start playing it. But I think a lot of the experience, I don't know. I'm a very I love the theater experience and stuff.
Yeah, no, I
agree. I like grabbing a Blu-ray and looking at the box and looking at the back, or looking at the box that came in the back and then taking it out, and I like putting it into the player, and I think that's always been it's always been a real fun novelty to watch it in by itself.
Right.
And I like I like seeing the menus that they'll come up with, because there's some cool menus out there for Blu-rays.
And you like commentaries and stuff like that.
I like commentaries and stuff like that. So
I agree. I'm the exact same way with video games. I love to display my video games. It's really it's such it's a very nice feeling. It's the same. It's why I put stuff on my shelves. It's nice to just see a collection, it's very nice to appreciate just a full collection, and you're like, oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Got my Blu-rays are locked away, but I've got a ton of them, dude. I've got so many.
Yeah,
I've got every Marvel movie.
I'm gonna start playing Marvel movies.
I've got a lot of other movies. I got a lot of really cool obscure movies that are good. I cannot wait. If I ever have kids, they will have a great selection of movies to look through.
Your kids live in a digital world.
Right, but there's also like again, here's what I was gonna say about a physical is that there's a sense of a lot of movies I watch are movies that my that my parents had when they were kids or something
Right.
like that, or that my stepmom had when she was younger, or that my older brother got when he was younger because he was like a teenager when I was a kid. So a lot of them are these old movies that they had from their collections, but they were all good movies, like Muppets movies and stuff like that. And because their collection was still around, I could then look at it and start watching them.
Right.
When with all digital, that's going to be gone because they would have watched it on their phone, and you wouldn't know all the movies that they watched when they were younger because they would be digital. You don't have that feeling of like, oh, look at all the movies my parents watch. I can watch all these same movies now. It's just you won't have that. So I'm gonna miss that a lot. I'm a big proponent of physical movie media.
It's a very interesting discussion because it's also one that runs true just as much for video games because
Right.
there are digital exclusive games that get lost to time. It's really interesting. And then like some games you can't download because they're digital only, and that's a shame. I really like the idea of just having something on your shelf and being like, yep, this is it. I have it. I own it.
Right.
And not having to worry like if the server is going to shut down or your subscription is gone and then you lose it and like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Netflix takes movies off all the time.
Yeah, which really blows.
One of the worst things about Netflix, I hate it.
Yeah.
I want to watch a movie and I'm like, oh, I just saw that.
They're about to lose a ton of movies when all these new streaming services start to crop up.
Yeah.
That's another interesting discussion to have, is that the era of cable TV and having to deal with that is going to come back, and like in having the right channels, because what Netflix had was, you wouldn't need to have cable and you wouldn't need to have all these other services to get the right channels. You wouldn't need them all because they would all be on Netflix, right? But now with the streaming services, the same thing is happening again because everyone has a streaming service. And I want to watch this show, but it's stuck behind this paywall to get this service. And I want to watch this show, but it's stuck behind this paywall to watch this service, It's really tragic because we were going pretty strong there for a while, but now that it's become this huge thing, it's a big problem. And yeah, I don't know. It really stinks that that's the direction we're going in now.
Do you think excuse me. Do you think that I mean it's Disney, so do you think it's gonna do super well?
I think it will. But the thing with that is I don't think it's just because it's Disney and everything they do does well. I think Disney's is actually one of the smarter ones.
Sure.
Because by the time they launch their streaming service, every single Disney movie that's ever come out, they'll have access to. They'll be able to put every single animated movie, every single Marvel movie, every single Star Wars movie, all of them will be able to go on Netflix. And Disney is more than just that. Disney is Disney Channel movies and Disney is Disney Channel shows and all this stuff. So much media, so much popular film media will be stuck in, like, Disney will have on their service, And now they're going to have 20th Century Fox. And Fox has got huge movies from history, right? Like, they'll be able to have The Predator on their streaming service, and they'll be able to have all this other stuff on their streaming service, and they'll be able to have like 60% of the movies that have ever come out on their service. It's going to be a huge thing. And on top of that, they're going to be making a ton of exclusive shows, like all the Marvel shows that are going to be coming out, and the Star Wars shows, and the Clone Wars, and all these other shows that they're starting to make for the Disney streaming service. They're going to have all those on there too. They will have so much to offer up that I think it's going to do super well. It's not going to be like the DC service where all they've got are DC movies and a few of the DC TV shows, and that's it.
How many DC movies there are?
Not like 18.
Yeah, which is not a lot.
No, it's not. It's not this massive backlog of.
That's the thing. DC is not a very it's not a I guess DC, whatever, it's fine. But Marvel is a much more popular entity, and it's going to be in the Disney service. So.
Right, it's not a Marvel service; it's part of Disney service, which is why I think that will do well, and why, I don't think DC is doing well at all right now.
No.
And I think that you might get a couple of the shows they're going to do on there, but I think after a year and a half, it'll probably be dying off pretty bad.
I mean, we got.
I know people are saying that Doom Patrol is really good, but who has actually seen Doom Patrol? Like, not very many people have seen Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Because it's stuck on the. No one's gonna want to pay for the Disney for the DC service. There's very few people who care enough, you know.
Right.
So
It's like something like specifically marketed towards comic fans or DC fans, which is not a huge minority compared to something like Disney. Like everybody knows Disney.
Disney will have Tron, and they'll have all sorts. They'll have Pirates of the Caribbean. They're gonna have all sorts of different things to put on there.
Animated movies. I can finally watch Hercules, my dream.
Right. So I think the Disney service will do really well. But what I'm nervous about is I think it'll do well, and I would even venture to say it will be a good service to own. I think it'll be worth what it costs. But I don't. But it's going to be really destructive for the film and like in Hollywood itself. I think it's really going to mess with the business of it all. I think it's going to cause a lot of problems. I think we're going to see a lot of streaming services will die, and I think overall, I really don't think it's going to be good for the film business. I'm really scared for what effects it will have. Because I'm thinking much more. I'm not thinking of just Star Wars or Marvel. I'm thinking like the film industry. When something that big of a service comes up, that's going to really shift things a lot. And I'm nervous. And depending on how well the exclusives do there, like their exclusive movies, Disney might just be like, whatever. We're not gonna put movies in theaters anymore because it just costs us money. You know, it costs them money to put it in theaters. And we'd make way more money by because theaters, a percentage of the money that the studios make goes to the actual movie theater, right? If they just straight up put it on their service, they don't have to deal with that, you know, because it's right there. It's immediate. They will make all the money, all of the money that can be made off of that will go straight to them. There's no middleman there, and I'm scared about that because I it could be very detrimental to the cinema experience. So we'll see.
Well put. There you go.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below.
And you know what the worst part is? I'm probably going to sign up for the Disney streaming service. I mean,
I don't blame you.
It's that's what's so scary about it. I hope someone makes a movie about how dangerous the streaming services have become. You know, oh boy, yeah, a documentary or something. Because
there's like 20 million videos that have been uploaded saying, let's talk about the Disney streaming service.
Right. It probably will happen, right? And everyone's gonna be saying the same stuff I said now, but in like 3 months. When
is it supposed to launch?
This year, I think, the fall.
Jesus. All right.
We'll see.
Disney has such a weird thing going on this year.
It's a weird company.
They're doing a lot of things this year.
I had a lot of respect for Disney for a while, but now I've just become really scared and about Disney just because of because it's the whole because some aspects Marvel Studios is doing pretty well, Star Wars is not. I'm not even saying that my opinion on the movies. I'm just saying you cannot deny the fact that the actual the movies are not doing as much. The critical assumption is not as good. They're in kind of a disaster right now. And now they're doing all these live action remakes of their old movies, and I'm just Disney is a really scary thing. I honestly am shocked. I'm pretty shocked that actually I probably shouldn't be because of the nature. I'm not going to talk about politics too much, but the nature of our current political state, I guess it makes sense. But I would think that they would have, because the American government would have said no to that deal because it's pretty darn close to a monopoly. 20th Century Fox is one of the biggest movie studios of all time. They put out some of the most iconic movies ever. And now Disney owns them. So we'll see. Warner Bros. and Universal better step up their game.
They're not. They're going to retreat in the corner like little babies and cry.
Probably.
I don't blame them. Disney's a monster. They're coming in.
It's not. It's going to be really scary what happens.
We're describing this like it's a horror movie, and that's really
it kind of is a horror movie. Look, the Wreck-It Ralph is scary, dude. To see Marvel and the princesses and Star Wars all next to each other, look at everything we own, guys. It was oh no.
Somebody listening to this has either A, zoned out, or is super confused and has no idea what's going on.
4 people listening right now.
Yeah, the 4
totally
people.
Zoned out and is not paying attention. Someone who is super confused and does not know what's going on and does not care. Then there's someone who's really mad, who does not agree with what we said. And then there's that one guy who's like, "Yes, you are speaking my soul right now." There's that one guy out there who's going to be super like everything you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it's an interesting discussion, and definitely not one I thought we would be talking about today. But nothing wrong with that. It's
a good discussion, though. I think it's a really
absolutely. It's worth talking about. It's very interesting. So I think we should talk like one more thing before we wrap this up.
What's that?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Oh,
the government is stupid.
The government is stupid.
Trump has pulled the last.
Should try and like bring this all the way back to our videos. So, is there anything going on with Defenders?
Oh wow! Okay, you just gaslit me.
What?
You're just like, hey, you know that thing that you promised everyone? Where is it? Now I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
I can't hide it any longer. Very slowly being developed. I still coming up with ideas. I can't really think where I'm going to take it right now. I'm still building to defend. I think it will be better once I actually have them all built. So I have like one more I got to build, and it's like the hardest one to build. I think it will be better once I actually finalize and I look at them and like, yeah, okay, this makes sense. But I have the idea for like the first scene. I still need to write it though. I feel like once I actually start writing, I've been really lazy lately, but school's been hard. But I feel like once I start writing is when things are going to go a lot better. So there's the hope, you know. And then I got a couple other videos in the works right now. I'm doing a lot of like the video that's going to be uploaded after this is recorded, which will be, it's weird to think. I don't even know when this video is going to come out, but I'm working on a video right now that hopefully you guys like. It's a remake, I guess, of an older video, so that's interesting. And then I got another video, which is going to be super easy to make because I'll just say it right here. It's not a surprise or anything. It's going to be deleted scenes and stuff, and just like unused clips that I never used, and I don't have anywhere else to use it. So there's some Biorama stuff in there, I'm pretty sure. There's some Renzo stuff. There's an old unused Renzo intro I never used, which hopefully you guys like. And yeah, about it for self-advertisement. So what about you, ThatchMac?
That's like me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna voice.
Where's Bottom 7?
Yeah, where the hell is Christmas 3?
Where's 9?
Listen. I haven't filmed anything, but you gotta understand. I'm in my junior year and in my second half of my junior year, and it's been crazy. Okay,
guys, I don't think you.
School has been insane, right? Like taking up all my time. Yeah, I've been reworking the script though a ton, like changing pretty much everything. It's gonna be much bigger than it was before. I'm working on it. I'm hopefully gonna film tomorrow, but the thing is, I gotta remake a set that kind of fell apart, so we'll see how I'm able to do that. But if I can film at least like something tomorrow, I'll feel much better. The thing is, though, I've also got to write a 1,700-page paper due next Friday, so there's a lot going on for me. I'm trying my best to work on stuff, but life's been pretty crazy.
I don't even think.
And I'm also running a contest right now. So that's been eating up a lot of time as well. Just figuring out how I'm going to finish that and looking over entries and stuff like that and adding entries. Someone deletes an entry and then adds it again. And it's like that. Also, dude, you won't bother me. I'm going to gaslight someone now. That's my new word is gaslight. Thanks.
Word of the day is gaslight.
Right. So I'm not going to say his name, but he was like, so he entered 3 entries, right? And in his 3rd entry, there's 3 mocks.
Yeah. 3
new mocks. Listen, buddy. 3 entries does not mean 3 videos. It means 3 mocks. All right. It doesn't mean 3 videos with 8 mocks in each video. Right. So I added his video to the playlist because he kept commenting ThatchMac and my video. But I'm not going to say who it is, but I will say that I'm not counting that video. I'm just adding it so you'd stop commenting. but you cannot put in a video with 3 mocks in it and think that's just 1/3 entry. Okay, that's clearly you trying to get around the rules, and it's not gonna fly, Buster Brown. So there's that. But aside from that, contest has been going well. I'm starting to get a lot more entries now. They're kind of rolling in, and a lot of really cool, good ones coming in here. I'm really excited about that. So it's gonna be soon, I believe. It'll be around this weekend when it ends. Yeah, I'm gonna make the video as soon as possible. I've got some fun ideas for the video. It's gonna be cool, and then I gotta make these guys, which is gonna be kind of hard, but I'm gonna order all the parts. And the thing is that I'm gonna need to message people to know how to build some of them. But I'm looking forward to making that video, and I've got already some personality ideas and stuff. So I'm gonna try and work this video as soon as I can. It's just been really hard to start just because of how crazy school's been. So yeah.
Right. There you go.
There's the answer.
Also, we should emphasize, I don't think you actually ever said it, or if you did, I wasn't listening. He was talking about Christmas Special 2, right?
I did. I said, ThatchMac, where's Christmas Special 3 Part 2? So.
Oh, I was yelling. I yelled
Fodom 9. You were screaming about something like Fodom 5 or something.
I said Fodom 9.
That's it. It's canceled. So, whew, that's what's going on there.
Autumn 6 is canceled.
Autumn episode 1.5.
Just come up with episode 1.5.
Just this late in the game.
There was a Fodom 1.9, wasn't there?
1.9?
No, 1.5.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, okay, I thought there was. I'm thinking of 2.5.
You are thinking of 2.5.
Okay. I thought 1.5 was the spider episode, but that's 2.5.
That's 2.5.
Okay.
I love that spider episode because it's so weird and ridiculous.
It happens, and it's clear you're just like, I want to make a Fodom episode.
with spiders in it.
Just throw the spiders. It was fun. I love that episode. It's very silly.
Yeah. So where's Biorama Season 4, Renzo?
Dude, all right. So Biorama Season 4 is hitting this spring. The whole season's dropping today.
Official announcement, is this happening?
Renzo Season 4 is coming out this spring.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Through like 2 seasons then pretty quickly.
Season 2 and 3.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Season 1 is coming out this May.
What is coming out this May?
Runk Season 1.
Runk's getting a spin-off series.
And Camelio Season 3 is coming out this March.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Toadjor Chronicles of Conan are coming out.
I'm looking forward to Toadjor Chronicles of Conan, I'm not going to lie.
It's coming out this day, tomorrow.
It's coming out the day that this is.
I love the idea that somebody's like, all right, guys, the series is going to drop this month. And then he just uploads all the episodes on the exact same day. Which works Netflix, but I don't think it would work very well for YouTube.
No, I don't think it would either.
You're just like, here's like 2 hours worth of content.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you make a movie or something. However, I will say, there might be a new Biorama short out.
Blah, 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 blah.
Might be a new Biorama short out sooner than later. I've been planning one, but I might wait till after.
Is it going to go into the in-depth lore about the Wanderer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go into the in-depth lore of ThatchMac.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to cover in one short, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, he's dumb.
What?
Oh, he's dumb.
He's dumb?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should die. So
don't make I'm
out of this podcast. Right, just kidding. I'm out. See you later, Renzo. Freak you.
There he is. He's gone. Goodbye. Slam door. All right, it's just me, everyone. Hey, what's going on? Boom! Just a giant explosion. Oh, he's actually gone. All right. And then he says, "Hello, it's me." God, I'm not funny when it's just myself. All right. Well. Thatch is gone, so we're going to end this now. There he is. I see his little glowing Skype orb. Please talk. Please talk. Don't do this to me. You're ruining this first episode. I can't do this.
This is Otto Von Doom. Welcome to the Otto Von Doom Show. I'm your host, Otto Von Doom.
Show. Hey, everyone. Top 10 Disney toys here. And today...
Okoto has entered the chat. All right.
No, it's not. I would be so scared if he just joined the call at the last second.
I'm going to add him to the call.
Oh, okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the first episode of the new Renzo Show. It was good having you on, Thatch.
Yeah, it was great to be on. I'm really excited. There's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. I'm not stalling for anything. Don't worry about it.
Shut
No.
up.
It was really great. Just keep going. Just talk a new discussion. We should
Thank
talk about
you,
Disney
beautiful
soon in the
people, so
world.
much.
It's
I
gonna
love
be really
you
cool.
guys.
Exciting. Tokoto, pick up.
No!
Yes! Hey, Tokoto.
This is not good.
Yeah! Yes!
Okay,
I
special
won.
guest. I'm gonna
Thanks
put
for watching the Renzo Show. I'm ThatchMac. This is Tokoto. This is Renzo Mox. Goodbye.
What's going on?
New Renzo Show is canceled. Good night, everybody.